Hey, Terry. Willow. How you doing, Willow? um, I don't know whether to say I'm doing good or I don't think so. It's been a bad month so far. Um, I've got, I see there's 7 on here. How about speaking up, folks? Let me know you're here. I mean, I know you're here, but I don't know who you are. Well, I hope I look better than I feel. Uh, we haven't got our we haven't got our moving and stuff. We don't have it solved right now. It's hey, get her done, Granny. It's extremely hard to find anything. The apartments are out because they only have upstairs available, and for me, that's not going to work at all. Oh, as far as how my recovery's going, I can. Well, here I'll show you. I'm sitting in my wheelchair. I'm locking my wheels. I am now able. If I have to go to the potty, I can do that without calling on Donovan or anything. I can stand up in my wheelchair, like, uh, as you can see, I'm standing up. It's not easy, but I'm standing up. Oh, and I can stand up from my wheelchair, go to my walker, and then I can back up to the potty. Then when well, I guess I can stand on my own at the wheelchair. I can't walk around without holding on to the walker. Um, but our biggest problem now is boy, I could strangle that landlord of ours. We should have seen that coming. Hey, Christy, I'm sorry I can't been able to get with you on a private live stream, but we'll get it worked out. Um, but uh, we think what happened with the landlord is his wife is a wannabe realtor, and she's not really. She worked for a real estate company, selling stuff, but they're dime a dozen. Uh, and and she's got him convinced that he can sell this. It's his place. It's not hers. Of course, I don't know how that works with her being married to him now, but she's got him convinced that he can sell this place for $150,000. And the way it is right now, there's no way, no how. To start with, the air conditioner hasn't worked for months, and he's going to have to do if you go start putting something on the market, it's going to all have to be up to code and all that stuff, and it's not even nowhere near up to code. And we had a lease on this place for the first 3 years, but the last 2 years, they've been letting it go on month to month, which we didn't like, but there wasn't nothing we could do about it. It takes about $3,000 to $4,000 to lease another place and get into it and all that stuff with first and last and security and everything. And but most of the places right now we can't afford. Some of these places want a lot. Hey, Rianne. I got a question, Rianne. Is this something? This come in that package your mama sent me. It's got your name on the back of it. Is this something you did or colored or whatever? I think that's probably what it is. I'm just curious. You know, that come with them magazines and all that stuff that Christy sent me. But back to this, there's a house that we can get, and we can get it right now. We don't like it. We don't like the part of town it's in. And my bedroom right now I'm in is small. I haven't seen this place. My daughter come in this morning and talking. I've got this place. We can get it. We don't have to pay an application fee and all that stuff. And now we've done paid application fees a couple of times at $55 a pop per adult. And both times it got rented out to somebody else, and we just lost that money, of course. And now we're scared to give application fees, because what if they say no and you lose that money too? We don't have that kind of money to lose. I thought you did that, Rayanne. It'll go in my little treasure box. I might even put it on. Well, I ain't gonna put nothing on the wall here now. But the apartments are all upstairs, and there's no way that we can do. My family can do it, but it would have to be without me. And there's not the rent has gone crazy in this town. We made our mistake about 9 years ago when we decided we wanted to move to town and get in an apartment and all that stuff and leave our house that was mine. There was no payments. It was mine. We had lived there for 28 years. And I can't, it was my daughter's idea, and I don't know why I went along with it. But at that time, I wasn't too far from when my wife passed away. I just went to pot when my wife passed away. I just did. And my mind is not clear. I'm no longer getting physical therapy from the I had two people that was coming out twice a week. So there was 4 days there that I was getting therapy and stuff. And but I have got to go. I have got to get out. We got to figure out how to get. All right, wait a minute. Alan Clark says I'm looking a lot better. I just knew you would beat it. Besides, you're twice the man that Trump. And look at him, you're my hero. Trump, that didn't really affect him very much. You know, it affects people different. Guys, there was about 2 or 3 days that when I was in that hospital, I had to give up. I thought I was dead. I didn't. I thought I was going to die, and it. Well, yeah, I got family around me, but I'm less one. My middle grandson has moved out. Uh, I think he's making a major mistake. He was working at Wawa and going to college. Now he's not going to college. He got a transfer from this Wawa in Ocala to the one in Gainesville. And he's moving in with this girl. He hasn't known this. He met this girl long about when I first come down with COVID. And he's put all his eggs in one basket. And so far, his track record with the girls is not good. He's got his heart broke 3 different times. Well, the thing about letting him learn on his own is he's the only one that can get me in and out of the house. Yeah, we don't know for sure about how all that went with Trump. We don't know. But I want well, shoot. I ain't gonna start blubbering. I want all my babies here. And I guess I told y'all about my first cousin. He was my hero. He was my favorite cousin. And he come down with COVID. And about the 6th day, he had turned the corner and he was getting better. And the next day, he died from it. just breaks my heart. I wasn't putting. He was just around. He was around, you know. He'd go to work and he'd go to Gainesville some, you know, and spend some time with that girl and everything. But now he's not around. Period. Oh, and it helped financially too. I won't say it didn't because you know he paid his part and everything. Psychological? I don't doubt it. I don't. Who's at my bedroom door? My oldest grandson. He is my caretaker. I never thought I'd say that, but you know, but at least now I don't have to call on him to go to when I have to go to the bathroom. The only thing he has to do with that now is empty the potty, and I have to have him when I decide I want to try to take a little walk. Hey, no, I can't show you all that. I was going to show you how I walk and everything, and
you can do a little bit of steps in here.
huh?
You can do some steps in here, but not much.
I can walk, but I've got a problem with the left leg. Now that's why I have to get out. And on the 9th, I have an appointment with the doctor at the VA, and we're going to have to get me out of the house and in the car and over to the VA clinic so this doctor can look at my leg. I really got a problem with this left leg. It's
Joey is wanting to see you, but he don't want to be on live.
Huh?
Joey is wanting to see you, but he don't want to be on live.
Is he here?
Yep. Just get it.
Well, I thought he was in Gainesville. I'm making progress, but you know, up till all this started, I didn't worry about dying. And now, when my cousin died, it hit me. I was probably close to dying myself. And now I worry about it. My daughter needs me, but I told her it might have been today. I might not have much longer left. I'm just worried about everything. And the feed, family first. And the feed. Mute and black screen. Russell and talk to Joey. I guess I could. Hey, Donovan. Folks, I'm gonna go dark here for a minute.
Yes, sir.
Is Joey here?
Yes, he's here.
All right, I'm back. Chill pill, my friend. I knew he wouldn't end the line, but I knew he'd go back to talk to him. Who is Cindy? Oh, that's Cindy. Tell you the truth, guys, I don't know where my head. I want to be able to do videos, but there's nothing I can do. You know, I can't get out. And if we're gonna send him, my God, man, hush up and go to your grandchild. I did, Cindy. He was just stopping by for a minute, and he didn't want to be on. He didn't want to be on. But that one house, that if we get this house, is smaller than what we're in now, and my daughter, she just looked in the window and she's talked to the guy. Hey, Granny Doe. And Jerry and Barb. And guys, I really don't feel like I've got anything to offer to my subs now. You know, with the videos, that was one thing, but since I can't do them, I want to try and see if my oldest grandson can get me out the door and into the yard and help me get loaded on my scooter. I want to make one last round of the neighborhood and everything that I was doing. Publix, the grocery store, they've closed that. They're fixing to tear all that down and build a bigger one there, and they're taking 7 months to do it. And even that little road that I went in on that had the little swamp to the side and everything, they have closed that road down, blocked it. You can't get into that road now. You have to go all the way around the corner to the front side. There's still a couple of businesses in there that's in the other parts of the plot, the shopping center. Uh, I'm not, and I kind of feel guilty that I got people giving me, donating money and stuff, and because I'm not making, of course, I'm not making squat from YouTube, you know, and yeah, I got, yeah, and like Willow says, they're still there. I almost feel like I'm feeling sorry for myself. Well, I am sorry that I got come down with this, and I go to the front door sometimes and open it up and sit there and look out. And wish I feel like I can just stand up and walk, but I can't. I can't, especially with this left leg. And this left leg, there's a problem with it, and I don't feel good about. Well, of course I don't feel good about it, but I don't feel. I feel like it's going to be a problem with. I may have to go in the hospital and have stents put in. And what I worry about that is if I go in the hospital and I'm in the bed, they're not gonna let me get up. You know, they're not gonna give me like therapy or anything. They're gonna make me lay in that bed. And that's what happened to start with my walking, is they wouldn't let me get up when I was in there before I was out of my head on this COVID thing. Yes, I am, Lisa. I hate to say that, but God, I wish I could. Um, yeah, I can tell some stories, I guess, and I got. Uh, hey, Claire Joy. Um, and I can tell I've not got the following that I had, because usually I could get up around 20 people on the live stream, and I'm only up around 15 or 16. I did notice that Scrap and Pallet Man, that rascal's up to 146,000 subscribers. Can't leave us high and dry. Well, I'm not gonna leave you high and dry. I'll at least do a live stream every Saturday. Yeah, I worry about all my stuff out there in the shed that I can't get out there and go through and get it packed up. And my family means well when they come in here and they clean up on behind me and stuff, you know, and try to straighten my room up. But my God, this hat is the only hat I've got right now. I don't know where they put my other hat. And the only reason I got this one is my middle grandson gave it to me the other day because I was in there belly aching that I didn't have a hat. Oh. I don't know where they put them. I've got my razors. I don't. They got them somewhere. And I've got stuff out there. I don't know whether to get rid of my tools or I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever walk again like I'm supposed to. I don't. I really don't. I've not give up, but what in the world? Boy, I need to shave. That's for sure. I'm looking at me. Uh, um, well, I'm not really worried about the YouTube stats anymore. I know that well, I'm not worried about it. I quit worrying about it. Matter of fact, I even considered just not even putting any. If I put videos up, not even put them up with the ads. Negative. Oh my. Maybe we can stay in this house till the end of December. But we don't need to wait to the last minute to get something done. And right now, it's extremely hard to find anything that we can afford. We was paying $950 a month for this place. Boy. I hear you. I hear you, Will. I don't like sitting inside looking out the front door and not being able, And this house that she's looking at now is small, and I'm wondering, some of these places. Mortgage on your house is $2,000. Oh my! You know what the mortgage was on my house the one we moved out of 9 years ago? When I was making payments on it, it was $300 a month. $300 a month. I don't think she has looked at mobile home, but trouble with mobile home, boy, most of them things has got stairs or something, steps going up to them. And by me not being able to just get up and walk up steps and stuff, that's a big problem. We were looking at apartments. Right now, I would prefer to be in an apartment, but it has to be downstairs. It can't be stairs that I have. Once they got me up there, I would be stuck. I would never get out of there. Pay a lot around $265 a month. I didn't know you was in the mobile home. That's what my house was that we moved out of. It was a double wide, and it was one of the better ones. We bought that in 1983. And I haven't seen Fantab on here. I got them. Yeah, now not my house in Citrus that we moved out of, I had a nice ramp there, but it wasn't for me, it was for my wife. She needed a ramp. If you rent a mobile home and then you're gonna go through they may let you put a ramp up and they may not. And one thing about the apartments, those are all, the doors are wide and everything. You know, they're good for people that's handicapped. But that's only for downstairs. Upstairs, there's just no way we can do it. Now they said they'll put us in an upstairs apartment, but they also said that when a downstairs become available, they would transfer you down to that. But you can't believe that they may do that and they may not, because those downstairs apartments are in high demand. If they get us in the upstairs, they may be the kids are still too noisy to live in an apartment in Florida. We don't have. We just got the one kid. You know, he's 12. But I'm really the place with the elevators. they're them things are $2,000 a month. And there's a couple of them places around. They got elevators that go all the way. They're 4 floors, 4 stories. Christy, are y'all doing a live tonight? See you, Maggie. Yeah. Not tonight. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't gonna mention anything about money. I had a couple people leave. Well, it was kind of negative and kind of positive. Yeah, you know, they said it looked like I was always asking for money. I don't recall just flat out asking for money. What brought that on? I was explaining that if anybody wanted to make a donation, not to do the super chats anymore, because if you do the super chat, YouTube takes 30% right off the top of that. So in other words, if say you did $100 I'm just using that for an example, guys. But say you did $100, I would only get $70 of it. I would prefer that if you wanted to donate money, that you do it on my tip jar, because that goes straight into my checking account or my PayPal account, and I get it all. And one lady or guy, I'm not sure which they are, said I need to quit four-mouthing, and I wasn't four-mouthing. I was just saying, and there's people that leaves $2, and I even had some people that left more than that, quite a bit more. And I didn't want to sound like, and plus, I still don't know. I hadn't been able to, that when we had those hurricanes back in 2007 or something, FEMA, we had a lot of roof damage and stuff, and FEMA come out, and then about 2 or 3 weeks later, we got a check from FEMA for $5,000 something. Well, that wasn't nowhere near enough to cover it, but we just accepted it. That's all we was going to get. And about a month later, oh man, that knee hurts. A month later, we got another check from FEMA for $21,000. Peabody McKenzie, well, hope. You be blessed too, Peabody. And we was, of course, delighted because that covered it. Actually, a little bit more than covered it. And then months later, it might even been a year later, we get a letter from FEMA wanting half of that money back, said that was an overpayment. Of course, we done all the repairs and spent the money and didn't have the money to give them back around 10 grand. And we appealed it and everything, and it looked like they was going to let it lay, but then they didn't. Then it went against me. And anytime I filed taxes or anything and had anything coming back, the government I didn't get it. It went towards that thing. Well, I still owe them several $1,000s, which I can't pay. I can never pay it. So now they send me this letter. I think I showed that to you before.
Hold on. Put it back up.
Saying that a debt I owe has been referred to the U.S. Department of Treasury, Bureau of the Physical Service for collection action. The agency you owe is listed below. And I don't,
Boo.
that's my grandson. I don't see. Anyway, they're going to take 15% of my Social Security every month, which means I'll never outlive it. But they're going to take 15% of that. Yeah, I have a PayPal account, Canadian girl. It's matter of fact, Fantab just sent a tip to that. My baby's all wired up. He has started back school. Now he's missed about 3 months of school. The school he goes to is a charter school, and they didn't have a nurse there, so he couldn't start back to school till the health department went in there and trained some teachers about how to do certain things with him. He has, hey Jay, come here, turn around, show him that thing on your back.
Huh?
I want to see you, whatever that thing is.
Oh, he took it's off.
There's the way it was left.
Why did you come off?
But
It just
it
came
was
off.
left right around here.
Are you not supposed to have one on there?
It just never hit there. So I'm not trying to
Yeah,
take it
well,
off.
she hasn't put it back on yet.
Oh,
The new one on yet.
but the certain things you have to do with somebody that has that type 1 diabetes, you have to know, be able to recognize things. Like if his sugar gets too, he have to be sure he eats the right things and all that stuff. But yeah, Willow just put up a link to my tip jar there. I hate to even talk about it because I'm scared afraid somebody's gonna think I'm formatting now and yeah. Anyway, it bothers me when somebody. My wife always said you had to hit me over the head with a 2x4 to get my attention. And yeah, insulin pump. That's what
He doesn't have the pump.
I thought. That what was that last thing they sent him?
It was a scanner on him.
Anyhow, guys. I'll try to do a live stream every Saturday. I don't know whether to change the time or not. There's some people here that I don't see on here that I was really wanting to talk to in there. Pain in that knee again. I'm gonna definitely have a problem with this leg. It's the last time, you know, I've got a big burn on the top of my leg, and I had fixed me a bowl of
Good, I think.
instant cream, instant grits, and with that, the water has to be boiling when you make it. And I set the let me see if I can show you.
Have you took pain pills?
What?
Have you took pain pills for it?
Of course. All right, guys. See that blister on top of my leg? I set that bowl. I had my pants leg pulled up for some reason, and I set that bowl down on my leg, and it blistered it. It made that blister. And guys, here's the kicker. My leg is so numb I didn't even feel that. I didn't even feel it. Let me get this back up there. Well, that'll do. I didn't even feel it. That's how numb this leg is. Now my other leg is, I guess it's neuropathy, but that's why I can't see this doctor. I can see him on the internet, but I need to be there in person so that he can look at this leg. And I'm scared to death I'm going to have to go in the hospital. And if I go in the hospital and wind up in the bed, then I'm going to be going right back down to yeah, it's neuropathy. But this leg, the last therapist guy I had in here the other day, he was in here Thursday, and he was feeling of the muscle in this leg and the muscle in my right leg. And he said, you definitely got a problem and you need to see the doctor. So that, hopefully I don't have to go in the hospital, but I know they do, it's going to have something to do with circulation. And they can do a ultrasound on your leg on the different blood vessels and blood veins and all that stuff and tell about your circulation. Now they did that on my right leg before all this happened, and I wound up with stents. They put a couple of stents in my leg and it got better. Neuropathy was what the gabapentin is for. You know, I got people that says good things about gabapentin, and I got some people that say it's not. And I know I did a video one time on gabapentin and how I thought it was making me go downhill and stuff like that. And I looked at that thing the other day, and there's like 20,000 views on that thing. 20,000 views. I'm beating my brains trying to figure out something I can do sitting here. I keep wanting to earn money off of ads and stuff on YouTube, but unless you get way, way up there, you're not going to earn hardly anything. You might even not. The threshold, you have to earn it. To get paid every month, you have to have at least $100 on your revenue before they'll send you a check or put it in your bank account. And right now, I'm not even getting close to $100 on revenue. I'm getting it on what people donate to me. Now, oh man, I've got pains in that leg. Oh my Lord. I'm looking at my closet over there, and it's I need to get into that stuff and start sorting out things. I'm gonna have to throw away stuff that I wouldn't want to throw away. I was trying to get some boxes packed up, and I keep finding stuff that these are salt and pepper shakers, and they're lead crystal, and that looks like it's cut. It's not molded that way. These are going to Mary Beth. I got to put them in her box. But the trouble with me getting that done now is, some of that stuff's out in the shed. Some of it's in the box on the back patio. Some of it's up there in that closet behind me. You can see all that stuff packed in there. And I got several things that I've got. Should have been sent months ago. But I always figured I had time to do that. I didn't figure on getting COVID and wound up can't walk. I love the fact. Cindy Conway said gabapentin almost killed me. Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. Some people say good things about it, and I didn't start going down. When I told the doctor I was having some tingling in my feet, I didn't mean for him to get me started on gabapentin, because it wasn't nothing that I couldn't deal with. But it just seemed like when I got started on that, he had me on, can I get to it? No, I can't get to it. He had me on 300 milligrams a day, and 100, taking 100 milligrams of the pot 3 times a day. And it seemed like that's when my health, my physical stuff started going downhill. And the more I took it, the worse it got. You're right there, Cindy. And that's why I did that video. Well, if I can make videos about gabapentin, and I can get a lot of views. But it's got to be, for me to be inspired to make videos about something like gabapentin, it's got to be in my heart to do that. And I think I've said all I need to say about gabapentin. I'm thinking about doing another one. I don't know, gosh. Dang, I wish Mary Beth had come on here. Scrap and Pallet Man said my subs are awesome. I will say this, the subs that are pretty much here every week, there's about 100 of you. And out of that 100, there's about 20, 25, maybe 30 that comment, I have to jump through hoops to get off of it to get the proper sleep meds. Paul, Paul, I have noticed, my friend, there were things you would do and wouldn't do a couple of years back, and now you're doing them, which I think's great, and I think you had a piece up the other day about stripping copper wire. You didn't strip copper wire back in the day. But I guess you just, yeah, I bet you can send me some vacuum cleaner. You wouldn't touch a vacuum cleaner. I know, what's that guy's name? No, his name's Marty, but I'm drawing a blank on the number. Scrapping, gee whiz. But I said he throws the whole vacuum cleaner goes into the scrap pile and the junk. Yes, I did. Willow, I sure did get a good neighbor fund. It was $100, and it took me a day or yeah, Scrap King. Still, yeah, that's who it is. And you said, well, how was it you put that? You said my scrap yard don't they buy metal, you know. But my thing about that is, if they're accepting the whole vacuum cleaner, they got it factored in what they pay for that. So you might as well do it. I don't know what you do on that now. I know I see you do a lot of stuff that you didn't used to do. Yeah, matter of fact, it's still there. I'm afraid to spend any money right now other than what is absolutely necessary. But Fred Billman, hi, buddy. But yeah, Paul said that my subscribers are awesome, and there is certain ones that's awesome. The others, they're just there. And I guess that's true with anybody's channel. You know, you got some subscribers that's there a lot, some of them are not. And yeah, I wondered who was responsible for that. Well, I didn't know it was you, or if I did, I didn't pay attention, which I do. I wished I could find my hats. I want my hats. I wish my daughter could load me up in the car and take me over and show me that house. That the bedroom's supposedly smaller than the one I got now. And she said if it's as small as it looked from looking in the window, I would probably have to have my computer set up in the living room. I don't know. This is a small bedroom. And as you can see, it's so small. That chest of drawers sitting over in the background, sitting in the closet. Uh, that's how I had it sitting out here at the head of my bed, but my daughter wanted it in the closet. That's where it's at. Well, a while back, he did thank you. It helped him get some stuff. I didn't think I'd spend it. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. That's my grandson, Donovan. And how about that? Oh, you know, if you feel useless or feel, I hate the way that camera's sitting there. Well, that ain't it either. Maybe that's a little better. I've still not got my problem worked out with my new computer. I'm on my new. It's not a new computer, but it's one that I had that I wasn't using, and it's a Windows 10 and all that stuff. But it's doing some funny stuff. Hey, Manuela, that's my lady friend from Berlin. Boy, that used to be on my bucket list to go back to Germany one time. More, my bucket list ain't all that big now. Ain't all that big. Yeah, you're right, Sandy. It's better than no bedroom or a hospital room. my, my daughter said, we could be homeless. And I told her, y'all have to do it without me because I wouldn't be able to go out in the woods and sleep. There's I'll never call myself useless again. The point I was trying to make was when you feel useless, that you've got nothing to contribute, it's the worst feeling in the world. And I'm close to that. I would like to be able to get on my scooter and ride around the neighborhood and tell all my people that I was picking up cans from what happened. Because right now, well, I did have one lady contact me by email, and she said, hey, I'm sitting on about 8 bags of cans now. Are you going to be coming back to get them or what? And of course, I told her, that now we're so close to lockdown. That's not a good idea, Russell. Of course, I want to go vote too, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. When is the election? It's November. It's about the first week in November. I don't know if I'll make it or not. Don't know if I'll be able to make it or not. That'd be the first one I missed since in the 60s or 70s. Having trouble reminding. Well, you're right. Well, I got to work on it. I got to work on my. I got to find my razors. I don't know where they're at in here or what. And I got an idea where they're at, but I can't get to them. And I have to depend on my oldest grandson for so much. You know, he empties my potty and he empties my urinals. My urinals. Some nights I have to go a lot. And let me show you. All that stuff piled on my bed's where I had a box up there going through some stuff. But there's 4 urinals hanging on my filing cabinet. And sometimes, sometimes I fill them things up. My grandson empties them. He tucks me in too at night when I get to bed. I can get myself into bed and I can get myself out of the bed with that sliding board and and into my wheelchair. And but he covers me up, and I got this big old cushion thing that goes under my legs to keep my legs elevated. And but he empties the urinals. He does quite a bit. I've got a lot of stuff that the VA sent me back when I had that wound on the back of my leg. I was going to just throw them away. These things here, I have about 10 boxes of these. And I run across them one time I was on eBay about looking at something. And these things are almost $30 per box. And I've got 6, 7, 8, I got 9 boxes. And I tried to give them back to the VA and they won't take them. And and they were selling them on eBay for about $15 to $20 a box. I'm thinking about putting them on eBay and selling them. And then I got to think, and there's also here. Let me show you. I have a place on the back of my heel that it's almost like a bed sore. And they was putting these things here on on that hill. Well, they've sent me way more than I need. I don't even need them now. But there's 5 of these. Let me see that thing there. I'm trying to. There's 5 of these in a box. I've got about 10 boxes of them, and I don't need them anymore. Of course, the VA won't take them back. And they're expensive. It's kind of like something they call moleskin. And I don't see one. Anyway, I've got all kind of medical dressings and bandages and stuff. So I'm wondering if I put them, somebody's putting them on eBay, because would that be wrong for me to sell them? Especially if I could get $15 or $20 a box. 617. I'll have to think about that. Catherine Crotch. But I'm not going to throw them away. And I also have those big rolls Well, I don't see. I don't see them. Them boxes you see up there in my closet, they're full of nothing but galls, and they're factory sealed. And those things are $3, but I'm not gonna get rid of them in case well, shoot. I have about 40 of these, and these are expensive. These are about $4 or $5 a roll. It's that elastic bandage. I don't know if you can tell. And this is what, back when I had that wound on my leg and everything, they'd completely wrapped that leg with the gauze and that. I don't know why they sent me so much of that stuff. They just did. They just did. But anyhow, guys, gosh, I still got 20 people in here. My head's, I had to brush my head. My daughter, she said they could go ahead and lease this small house. And stay there a year trying to get enough ahead to. Where's Petite? Oh, hey Petite, I didn't even know you was there, dear. There you are. How you doing? I hadn't looked at your channel the last day or so. I'm see if you got something else up there. I met Petite Fireball through well, I don't like those folks anymore, but I won't say I don't like them. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. They're the ones got me started on YouTube, talked me into it. But they're on Smith Island. Petite Fireball, she's on Smith Island. And I would like to visit that place. Of course, I never will get to. Honky Kong. Who is Honky Kong? Honky Kong. Are you new, Honky Kong? Are you new to my channel? Wait a minute now. What was that? She could help me do what? Oh, okay. I've got some packages I need to send down, and some of these go back 6 months or more that I need to send. How about it, Honky Kong? Oh, you changed your handle. Oh, okay. Put it in you. All right, Honky Kong. I used to be wood dauber, and then I changed it to junk dauber. But that's been way back. That's been way back. But I remember Petite was fixing a bunch of scallops and stuff in there, boy, and my mouth was watering. Yeah, she's on Smith Island. I'd like to go to Smith Island just to visit. I wouldn't want to live there. Too much water. Too much water. And I heard, I don't know this to be a fact, but I heard that whole island is sinking just a little bit every year. Of course, that may take 100 years or more for it to sink. But there's a lot of low-lying areas. Yeah, if you go back way back to my first videos, you'll see some wood dauber videos and the stuff that I was doing. Donovan's watching. He must be watching that on. He's got an Xbox. Does Donovan have an Xbox? That's how he watches my videos?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. I've been on an hour and a half.
No.
What?
He watches on your Xbox and on his phone.
Oh. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And on his phone.
Makes me glad I'm in the Midwest. Good night, Paul. I'm gonna cut out of here, folks. I appreciate it. And I plan on doing it again next Saturday. I may do one in the middle of the week, depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But thanks for all the support, guys, and thanks, and Pratik, thank you too. You know, I'm afraid to mention money anymore. So, but you know what I'm talking about. So, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. And I may be able to get out the next 2 or 3 days and do my scooter ride around. So I love all of you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you later.